Y'all. Hey, my Facebook family. How are y'all this lovely Wednesday? Okay, so today I want to talk about respect goes both ways. So, what am I talking about? I'm talking about respect at work. I'm talking about bosses respecting workers, workers respecting bosses. But, and the reason why I want to talk about this is because I was speaking to a woman the other day, and we was talking about mannerisms at work. Now we all have to go to work. Moms, especially you, I speak to moms every day, and a lot of times that moms say they have to go to work because they have to take care of their kid. So they settle for this job that they say they love, or they say that is that they say they don't love or feel unfulfilled, but they stay there because this is the only job they are that they offer. And then most people be like, so why they don't just switch jobs? It's because it's actually a fear of starting all over, a fear of, oh, I have to do this interview again. And this is where I come in. I'm Janelle Frederick. I'm a career development coach. I help professional moms confidently transition to careers they love, making the pay they desire. I specialize in resume writing, interview preparation, and mom life balance. So, the first thing I want to talk about is what is respect. You see, we throw this out all the time. Respect your elders, respect uh, all this. But what does respect mean? People just throw it out. Hello, so whoever's on here, thank you for joining me. We throw out respect so much that it's just getting lost in definition, and you find yourself doing it. Raise your hand if you just tell your kids, respect the elders, or respect the older ones. Don't be sassy. So we just say respect all the time, or respect your bosses, respect your teachers. I was guilty of this, just respect. But when you sit down and actually think about what are we talking about, what is respect, I want to share a story with you. Okay, so when I was working at this job, I had the notion of respect, and to me, this is what respect meant. Anybody of higher authority to you had the right to tell you everything what to do. So when I was at this job, every time this my supervisor would pull me into the office, I felt that I didn't have the right to say anything because I was disrespecting him. So I did not speak up for myself. But was I being respectful? Was I actually being respectful? I was being disrespectful to myself. So respect is not just not saying anything, being silent about how you truly feeling. Respect is the ability to be aware of what you're feeling. And respect means that you have the right to speak up. Now I'll give you another example of, of respect. Now, co-workers. You ever work with a coworker? Hello, whoever's on here. Thank you for joining me. You ever had coworkers that, I'm a mom, and most women I work with are moms, that I have a coworker that comes to work sick and don't have the audacity to not come to work, but they come to work, and now you gotta be the one to worry about bringing that disease home. Who ever work with co-workers that don't consider to come to work late, and then you gotta pick up the slack, don't call in, all that. This is disrespectful. It's just a lack of respect of the other people that you're working for. So respect is actually learning to be aware of what's going on, and which brings me to my second point: trust, and trust the process. Now, trust is only, in my definition of trust, is to set goals and actually accomplish them. You ever work for a supervisor that couldn't tell you actually what needed to be done? So now you lost and be like, okay, so they told me I had to go unload the trucks, but I go unload the trucks, and then they tell me, well, I want you to go do this, or I assigned this person to do this, or then you got all these people trying to be bosses in this workplace, and you feel like, who's the real boss here? Who's the real boss? When it's like that, the trust is broken because nobody know their position at work, and everybody is trying to do everybody's job. So then it's not, the trust is broken. So trust begins when people will be able to know what they're supposed to do it, and the boss, which we would consider a leader, is documenting, appreciating, and valuing that employee for doing that particular thing. And trust is built because now we're not holding people to unknowns. We're holding people accountable for things that they're supposed to do. Which brings me to the third part, communication. Communication is a thing I see a lot in the workplace. A lot of people feel they do this one or two ways. Hello, whoever's on here, thank you for watching. When they're communicating, they either feel like they gotta communicate by shutting up and not saying anything. I was one of them. I felt that my work would speak for itself. And another way that they feel like communication is one is to go up to the boss and say, I'm gonna tell him a piece of my mind. Both of these ways do not work. The quiet one get passed over, and most of the time have this anger inside. Y'all, I was a ticking time bomb. Like, I feel like if my boss would have done more, like, I don't know if you ever watched this Dr. Phil show when this girl said, meet me outside. That was me. If my supervisor would have met me outside of the clocking hours, we was gonna be beefing, because that's the anger I had built up inside of me. I felt like if he meet me outside, it's a whole different story. We're not on the clock no more. But in my work, I was, yes, sir, okay, it's all fine. And then we got the one that would be like, look, I don't need this job, and walk out, I quit. Both of them don't work, because both of them is defeating the real problem, the lack of communication. What is it that you really need or want from the company? And I find that a lot with the women I work with, is that they lack this communication. They feel like, oh, I need this job, so I'm gonna be quiet. And sometimes, if it's like me, I got fired because I felt that my work would speak for itself. First time and last time getting fired, but I learned that I had to speak up for myself. So if you're struggling with knowing how to navigate in the workforce, learning how to communicate your needs so you could get those promotions, so you could get those raises quickly, doing the right work, not the hard work, but the smart work, get at me. I'm going to drop my link after this video. Go ahead, click the link. 15-minute sessions, y'all. Let's make sure that we are a good fit to work together. Until next time, deuces.